Day 24, Reason's Weakness. We continue to look into Dietrich Bonhoeffer's observations as he was imprisoned in Nazi Germany. He wrote, "Reason seeks a way of escape, but it has to admit that it can go only a little way, and then it is left in the lurch." I have said many times that all things human have their limits. And this is part of what Bonhoeffer is provoking us to consider. Is though we may think ourselves strong, our ethic stalwart, our determination fierce. Yet Bonhoeffer knew that he had already had to come through many aspects of his human grit, of his intellect, and he came also to know that all things human have their limits. They will not be able to finish the course and run the race. Reason is valuable. It helps us calculate, plan, and discern on human levels. Yet in the hour of trial and testing and temptation, reason falters. Faced with evil, cloaked in necessity, reason rationalizes. It explains away compromise. It smooths over complicity. And it says, well, it had to be done. But reason cannot carry you through the fire. Faithfulness requires more than clever argument. It requires trust in God, born of God, that acts in loving obedience even when logic trembles. Standing fast is not irrational, yet it is obedient beyond calculation. It resists the temptation to reduce moral responsibility to simply efficiency or optics. For us, this means refusing to hide behind good reasons while we watch others suffer. Reason should illuminate and might begin the thinking process, but it cannot anesthetize. It cannot numb us to the truth that we are having to look straight at. Responsible action born out of this exclusive allegiance to God causes us to live in truth and in love. Though others may misinterpret love as hate, we must continue to be those who know the love of God and pass it on. Reading directly from Dietrich Bonhoeffer's book, Letters and Papers from Prison. The reasonable people's failure is obvious. With the best intentions and a naive lack of realism, they think that with a little reason they can bend back into position the framework that has gotten out of joint. In their lack of vision, they want to do justice to all sides, and so the conflicting forces wear them down with nothing achieved. Disappointed by the world's unreasonableness, they see themselves condemned to ineffectiveness. They step aside in resignation or collapse before the stronger party. It would be good to think today about where you may have seen your own self collapse, where you have thought that you could reason with someone but found yourself confused and worn down with nothing achieved. In his writings, Bonhoeffer is encouraging us to pass through these stages so that we do not remain worn down, ineffective, confused in our hour of history. We will not collapse, but we will stand firm when all of our trust and dependency is in the ever-present Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Let them prepare you today.